Alrighty, everyone, it is 6:15 here. Lovely look over Columbia. Take a check at that sunset there in the distance. As promised from this morning, beautiful, vivid colors. We're keeping on with that downward spiral of temperatures as we've seen, of course, a good amount of clearing breaking out. But how about it to end this day? More mid and lower 50s now really starting to show up, some right around 50, as I also showed you before. But Sumter, Winnsboro, Camden, very similar. Columbia there, 54. Orangeburg, 55. But spots such as Manning around 50. You look further out towards the west, Saluda, Newberry, more spots around 50 currently, but continuing to see things dipping back at a steady pace. Actually, still holding on to a little bit of milder air out that way. Still some mid-50s for Newberry and Saluda. But as you look up towards the north, we're starting to see a little bit more of that creeping in. Some of these temps trying to tumble their way back, and of course will all going to be in the upper 30s. Overnight into the early morning hours of that Monday. So let's see how this is all going to be progressing as clouds, of course, are really clearing out. It is going to be a beautiful night. We work towards mainly sunny skies tomorrow, and it's not going to be really in the way of wind switching up just yet, but that is going to be something that really pushes into South Carolina, talking a big warming trend here, especially for the middle of the week. So watch as we progress. Going to be getting some variation to the wind speeds, but really seeing things dying down overnight, relatively light. You can see some gusts around 15 miles an hour, at least on average for the region, but those are very isolated gusts for the most part, relatively calmer winds into your Monday morning. And that's why we see the upper 30s, but we also don't see likely temperatures getting past freezing, so that's going to be nice, mitigating the frost threat as we go into that Monday. So just give yourself, of course, a little extra time. You know, might need to warm yourselves up, bundle up for that Monday morning, but you don't need to for the afternoon because mid-60s are on the way, soaking up some of that sunshine. It's going to be beautiful as we see it and go on throughout the day there. And then we continue to see high pressure desperately trying to hang on, but we will see a bit of moisture also trying to push in as well. So going into Tuesday, temperatures will actually be similar despite this. Watch the cloud cover come in into the afternoon, so that will block out some of the sun, but thanks to more southerly winds, that's just going to even things out, going double 66 highs for both days there. And then into Wednesday, we could see a little bit of clearing, but more clouds will filter in there, punching across South Carolina again later into that afternoon, but still 71. It is going to be a toasty day. We're seeing some really nice warm temperatures holding steady in that regard. Now, as we go into the nighttime period, one more time, seeing upper 30s here for this forecast. We're going to be pushing on forward, seeing more of these conditions, a lot of that clearing continuing into the 30s, but upper spectrum of the 30s. Why I'm saying we avoid more of that frost threat for tonight, good, because of course it just gives you that little more time tomorrow morning. Speaking of frosty, how about frosty treats? Tomorrow, National Frozen Yogurt Day. It's a fun one, especially to come along with some milder air, some sunshine for our February. Have at it for that Monday. It's going to be a beautiful one. If you don't have a really busy day ahead of you, hope you can get outside, enjoy some of that beautiful sunshine. Partly cloudy skies, seeing more of those 60s for Tuesday, and then that warmth just really ramps up Wednesday and Thursday. We are going to see rain chances return, but that need for an umbrella doesn't come until later into that Thursday.
Tony is